Today we're talking about offering hybrid photo video coverage on wedding days.
Keep waving. It's good stuff, man.
Welcome back to the 30 days of videos. If you have not yet been here, there's a lot of videos up already. And if you're interested in finding all of them, all the ones that have already been released, there's a link in the description below to the playlist. And also don't forget to subscribe and turn the bell on for a new video every single day of the month. And today we're talking specifically about hybrid photo video coverage on wedding days. I want to give a quick thank you to the sponsor of the video series, these 30 days, all sponsored by Focal. Focal is a company that they built my new website. I had a call with them. They set everything up and that's it. Then they'll do the same for you. Usually it costs $935 for this to happen. That there is a setup fee, $935. If you sign up to the wait list within the month of January, you do not have to pay this. So you don't pay the $935 USD setup fee. So get in on that wait list today. It comes with obviously the front end that's my website right now, as well as the back end that you can send contracts through and keep your life organized with wedding dates, as well as other shoots. That if you're doing family shoots or commercial shoots, that everything is just nicely organized there. You can request payments, people can pay you over credit card, and it really is kind of that turnkey solution for a wedding photography and just a photography business in general. You can also do mini sessions as well. So there's a calendar, an availability calendar, and if you're running multiple shoots on one day, it makes it very, very easy. So don't forget to get on that wait list before the end of the month. Otherwise, you have to pay that $935 USD setup fee. Today, though, I want to talk about the biggest thing that I did, and maybe an additional push if this isn't something that you've considered yet, or something that maybe you're kind of doing, but you kind of haven't really implemented it yet. This is maybe an additional kick for it. So the biggest thing, I can honestly say the biggest thing that I did for my wedding photography business was to start offering video. This is for a number of different levels. So level number one, the reason I started doing it was honestly as a challenge. At that point, I've been in the wedding photography business about 15 years now. At that point, I was maybe 7 years into business, and it was kind of the same. I had done maybe 200 weddings at that point, and there was definitely some commonalities. Every day kind of felt a little bit the same. So as a personal challenge, I decided to start doing little videos as well. So they started as 1 minute highlights, and I just wanted to get a little video coverage. And then one year I was like, maybe this could be a thing that I could offer. So I spent a year kind of collecting just little brief clips that I was actually just using in a promo video for my business, but also for my business to hopefully sell hybrid photo video wedding days. And then around maybe 2015, technology finally got to a point where I could shoot both photo and video with one camera body. And without the big problem, I guess, was one, the time it took to switch, and also settings. There were a lot of variables. Now it's easy. You get a Canon R6 or R3 or Nikon Z6 II or Sony body. I haven't yet tested the A7 IV, but one of the struggles, at least for me with Sony, and one of the reasons that I don't use them for hybrid, is they do amazing video, that everything backs up to 2 cards, everything's great. But the problem's always been that the buffer takes a little too long to write. So when you're doing a bunch of photos and you're switching to video mode, it just wasn't the ideal tool for me. You can definitely make it work, but I definitely found my home with the Nikon system in the beginning, especially with the digital SLRs. They were kind of the easiest way and the fastest way to switch between. And now moving into this year, I'm on the Canon R3, which again, super fast to switch. You can just hit the back button, you'd be in photo mode, hit the back button, you're recording with manual settings. It's very, very easy. And I would say that it probably makes the process as simple as it can possibly be, which is great because I can no longer be thinking about all the stuff that I have to do. I can just be hitting a single button to record, which I'm very excited about. So mentally, creatively, it was a great step to learn how to tell stories a little bit different as well. That when you're doing video, you are hyper present in the day. Photography, you can kind of like come in and out and like come into a room, take a few photos, head out. Video, you have to be thinking about the shots you're getting to connect scenes and transition shots. So more goes into it. You are definitely more present in the day. And by learning to shoot video, you will do better photography coverage in the future as well, when you're just doing photography only. Now, I guess the big step, so obviously that's like fine and nice for me, but whatever, who cares about me? What it actually did that was significant for my business was not only was every package now getting me maybe $1,500, $2,000 more than it was prior to offering hybrid, but I was being booked way faster. So when people inquired, they were like, we want photo video. You're the only person that does this as one human being. Everyone else that at least kind of claims to do photo video coverage, or at the time that was doing photo video coverage, when you actually ask them questions about it, they would be subcontracting to someone else. And it wasn't always the same person, and you couldn't really guarantee quality. When they talked to me, it was literally just me doing both the photo and the video. So I had quality control over everything. Another huge thing I think for a lot of my couples was the fact that I'm on the introverted side of things for sure. And usually so are my couples, and they don't want a big team. So they don't want the full 5-person wedding video team at their wedding, as well as 2 photographers. If I can do that with myself and maybe a second photographer, they are much happier to maybe take a little less quality. They're not going to get the jib in the middle of the dance floor. They're not going to have steady cam shots chasing them around. But in my experience, my couples don't really want that. They just want essentially kind of what I was doing in my blog posts. So I used to blog every wedding, and I would have kind of all of these moments in it. They typically weren't like family formals or anything that would be more of kind of an album shot. What I kind of did was I transitioned everything that would be in that blog post to now be in a moving video as a blog post. And that's kind of what they wanted. They wanted those in-between moments. They didn't necessarily want anything that was too staged. They didn't want me to be yelling action on scenes and cueing them to do stuff. They just wanted an easy way to step in and relive their day. There is something so much more immersive when you watch a video that photography, I feel like everything can kind of be standalone. As a story, it's all nice together, but definitely you pull out a great photo from the wedding day, it's a great photo on its own. In a video, you're definitely paying attention to a lot more than a single video clip. So it is a more immersive experience. You can definitely unlock more emotion by creating a great video, I think, than you can with photography. Photography, obviously great. You can unlock those emotions, but I feel through video with a good song, with a few key pieces of audio, all of a sudden you're creating something that really can bring them back and bring them that feeling of the day a lot faster. So not only was hybrid a creative challenge for myself, it made me a better photographer. It set me apart from every other photographer in town, because people were no longer comparing me to other photographers. They were comparing me to kind of me. And if they found that I did both, and that I did both as a very small team, and they liked the quality of both independently, all of a sudden it became how fast can we book you, because we don't want anyone else to take this date from us. And then the additional layer, I think, to all of this as well is how happy my couples became with my hybrid coverage. So my couples are always happy with my photography, but when I add video to that, it creates so much more of a story that my couples are so pleased with the overall experience of what I've delivered. One, as far as actually the experience of the day, but two, what I was able to capture without being obtrusive to the scene or becoming the center of attention, that I can really be kind of the fly on the wall and create something that they're very, very happy with. They're happy with that, but then also that the work, the photo and the video together tell so much more of the wedding day than you could really ever imagine, I think. I guess the key thing for me as somebody that does both photo and video is that I know when there's a photo moment happening, and I kind of know when there's a video moment happening. Say, for instance, family formals. I'm not going to shoot that on video. That's not going to make the video. I'm going to do those in photos. When they're reviewing the photo gallery, they're going to see that there is everything that they want there, but maybe I shot a little bit lighter on the stuff that I knew would play a lot better in video, and maybe that stuff is featured a little bit heavier in the video. And the balance of the photos and the videos when you're the person doing both really is, I would say, the absolute optimum, that you create something that really is a full memory of the wedding day, which I think is a really incredible thing for my couples. And it wasn't the way that I approached it. I approached it first as a creative challenge, and then I was like, oh, I can make money doing this. And then I actually saw how happy it made all of my couples and how likely they were going to be to refer me to their friends, and their friends would see the photo, the video, and be like, wasn't there only 2 dudes there that day? How did they do this? And all of a sudden you are going to find that a lot of your ideal clients are knocking on your digital door, your focal website door a lot faster. So I will say that doing hybrid was the number one thing that I ever did for my business for all of those reasons. Tomorrow we'll actually be talking a few of the things that you should know if you are going in and you're making your first wedding video. A few tips that I have. So that'll be in tomorrow's video. So don't forget to subscribe, turn the bell on, and I will be back again tomorrow. And also don't forget to sign up for your focal website. There's a link in the description below. And if you're signing up in the month of January, you're saving that $935 setup fee. So get in on that, because that is a huge savings. And then you'll have an amazing website and a back-end website that's going to keep you organized with your wedding dates and make it easy for you to collect payments and everything that you kind of could dream of, I think, as a wedding photographer. It makes a lot of the stressful stuff a heck of a lot easier. So head on over and get your name on that wait list within the month of January. And I'll see you again tomorrow for a few more tips on hybrid coverage.